All right, guys, I'm going to introduce you to the entrepreneur project here in economics that we'll be working on for about the next week and a half or so. Um, and again, I'm not gonna read this word for word, but I'll go through here, kind of let you know kind of what you'll be doing, how you'll do it, and when to turn what in, things like that. So you have the opportunity here on this first slide to establish either a sole proprietorship or a partnership. Okay. For your partnership, if you have a partnership, there's going to be no more than three in a group. Okay. If you choose to work alone, obviously you'll be a sole proprietor. And guys, I want you to do any uh, entrepreneurship project you want as far as a business is concerned. Obviously, it must be school appropriate. Nothing to mention alcohol, sexual activity, drugs, anything of that nature. Make sure it's school appropriate. And if you have any concerns or questions about that, ask me. And before, if it's something you're not sure about, before you take off starting the business. And if you have trouble thinking of a business that you would like to do, this next little paragraph is kind of for you, just kind of help you, give you an idea, um, to kind of maybe guide you into a direction that may help you out. It says, our world is faced with many problems today. I would like for you to focus on a business that will help solve the problem or make our world a better, safer place. You can focus on social, economic, or environmental issues. So that may kind of help you a little bit. Find an area of something that you see in our world, and maybe you can do a business to make it a better, safer place or something like that. So, and guys, as far as your business is concerned, you always want to try to find a niche. We talk about creative destruction in my class as far as the economy is concerned. Think of businesses that are maybe around today, and maybe your business that you want to create, maybe find a niche somebody has not tapped into, that one day will be the go-to type of way to do something. And again, sometimes those businesses fall out of by the wayside because they don't keep up with changes in the economy, changes in the world. And again, we talk about that. We see it with we talk about Blockbuster a lot, Netflix and Redbox, how that is kind of pretty much destroyed movie rentals. And so when you're thinking about your business, always try to find that niche or that area that nobody's really tapped into. Or how are you going to make that business better than maybe one that's already around? What are you going to do different? So always be thinking about stuff like that within your business. This next slide here, I've just mentioned that first part about school appropriateness. Attendance, obviously, very important, guys. If you're not going to be here, especially with the situation we're in right now, make sure you communicate with your group via Schoology, email, whatever, however you guys communicate, and let them know. Make sure you're sharing your stuff with each other to where everybody has access to the work. Because obviously, sitting doing nothing a day is not going to be acceptable, and will waste obviously your class time. So obviously, you see there in the center section talks about grades, visuals. There will be multiple daily grades in this project. And they will all be averaged together for one big test grade at the end of it. Okay. Going on to the next slide. This is kind of our first handout. This is where we put kind of our heading, name of our business, who's in your partnership or your sole proprietorship, and then our business plan. So you see up there at the top, it mentions a Google Doc. You'll create a Google Doc. And this should probably take you a couple of days, probably you and your group, or you by yourself a couple of days. You'll put who's in your group there, or your sole proprietor, or your partnership, and then your name of your business. And it may take you a little while to come up with the name of business. So don't stress too much about that. If you can't come up with one, just leave that blank and go on. And as you're working on this project, you may obviously great ideas will pop into your head about a name of a business. And then on that same document, you'll go into your business plan, and we'll talk about the business plan here. Your business plan is basically outlines your goals, how you're going to achieve your business, and you see there an executive summary, a company description, a market analysis, service or product that you're going to sell, rules and regulations you're going to have to follow. And oops, I'm sorry, I went too far here. Whoa, crud, hang on. Let me get back to where I was. I thought I was doing something good. There we go. And then, but on this business plan, you're going to go into an executive summary. You can divide this. If you've got a partnership, hey, I'm going to do the executive summary. You do the description. I'll do the market analysis. Divide it up. Share this Google Doc and work on this at the same time. Especially if you're in a partnership there. Marketing and sales. You see some examples out there, or not out there, but beside executive summary, guys. This is something that's really going to grab that reader's attention. You don't want to go in just being really boring. Oh, hey, I plan to open up a gym, man. Come see us. It's going to be great. That is not going to get anybody's attention. You want something that's going to really attract them and get their attention and say, man, I really want to go visit this place. This sounds like an awesome place. Can't wait for it to open. That's what you want in an executive summary. Company description describes the vision, the direction of the company. So potential lenders, partners, you go to borrow money, you hand in this business plan. If it's not a good business plan, it's going to be very difficult for banks or to loan you money to open up this business. Now, I'm not saying go borrow money to open the business, but if you're ever in that boat or that position, you need to make sure you sell your product, your business, to where they're willing to give you money or start up into this business, kind of like the Shark Tank show you see on TV. So market analysis, what's going to be your competition? What's going to be your target market? Obviously depends on what you're doing. If there's other people in the Waco area that does the same business, then that's your competition. And again, your target market, who are you kind of selling products to? Who is this? And maybe, again, this may be where you want to find your niche or where you're going to be a little bit different. But again, you need to know if there's other people in the market doing what you're doing, because you're going to have to find something maybe a little different, a little better to make your business better than what is already out there. Service or product, what are you offering? What are you going to sell there? Rules and regulations. Rules and regulations. You see here, there's a link in Schoology, and there's also one up on market analysis. If you'll go to Schoology, there's a link to kind of help you with some rules and regulations. There's a link there that will go into different regulations and things. Pick some of those. I don't want you to go through and pick everyone. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to do this. But if you're opening up some lawn business or a bakery, something like that, you're going to have to obviously follow some OSHA regulations, safety, food handlers license, things like that. So go through, read that article, and what are going to be some of those rules and regulations that you're going to have to follow within your business, like a tax code, something like that. So that's kind of just an area, just to kind of make you aware of what's out there and what potentially down the road you will have to follow when opening that business. And then your marketing and sales is process or technique of promoting, selling, or distributing product. How are people going to get your product? Is it going to be online? Are you going to have a storefront? Is it going to be Facebook, Etsy? What is it? How are they going to get your product? How can they find you? Where is that going to be at? Okay. So this is handout one, part one of your project, kind of your proposal, overall what you plan to do with your business and where you're headed. Okay. Now I'm going to go on down here to the second part of your project, part two. This is the marketing of your business. This is kind of the funner stuff, the creative stuff. You see here, number one there, you're going to create a logo. Okay. Be creative. I showed you, I looked at some logos, hidden image logos the other day, just kind of for fun. You don't have to be an artist there. It mentions there you can do some stuff online, Google Draw, Sketch.io, different places you can go to create logos. When you do this, guys, don't pay for your logos, okay? So don't get into that, but be creative and create a neat original logo of your product. Don't just copy and paste one off of Google Images and, hey, here's my logo. You've got to have some of your original ideas work with this, okay? You see there in bold black print at the bottom of number one, it says this logo will be used in subsequent parts of the project. Guys, this logo needs to be visible everywhere you look, because when we did our logo activity the other day, you saw just how in tune you and I as consumers are with logos. So the more recognizable you can make that logo, the better. So you're going to want that. Obviously, you're going to create that logo, and then you're going to put it on the next parts of this project as I go through here, okay? The second grade of this, or second daily grade, here's a grand opening flyer. It's just going to be like a sheet. You can do it on a Google Doc, and it's kind of describe your business. I should say, not going to describe your business, but kind of your grand opening. That day that you're going to open, what are you going to do to get people to come see your new business? Um, a lot of times they'll offer, come see us on our grand opening, free food, hot dogs, maybe 20% off your total purchase or 10% off one item, whatever it may be. You want some type of hook there to get them to come to your business. And again, it's just a single page flyer is all it is. Include there, make sure they know where to find you. You have to put an address on there, a phone number, email, whatever it may be. What time is this grand opening? Is it from 10 to 2? Is it from 9 to 5 all day long? You may be open all day long, but maybe you have your special grand opening from this time to this time. Again, you want that hook in there to attract those people, get those to come, people to come to your business. And again, you see there, it says to use your logo. Put that logo on that grand opening flyer, again, to where they see it and make it recognizable, okay? Again, you want it colorful, you want it visible. You don't want too much stuff on there. You don't want to fill it full of stuff where people have to read a lot. People don't like to read a lot of stuff. They just want it kind of short, sweet, simple on what your business is about, okay? Number 3 there is going to be, let me move this here, create a PowerPoint. This PowerPoint, guys, is over your overall business. This is a biggest part of your project. You're going to have everything in this PowerPoint about your business. You're going to have images. You're going to have prices. If you're doing a menu, you're going to have a menu on there, your location, times of operation. That PowerPoint is kind of like, in a sense, a visual, a commercial of your business. Everything should be in there. Include the same pertinent information mentioned in number 2 I just talked about in your grand opening. Very informative. Everything you need to know about that business. Again, put your logo on that PowerPoint, make it visible, okay? Number 4 is just an advertisement, okay? Simple advertisement. You can create a billboard sign, a t-shirt, a commercial, or any other tool you may use for your business. Again, you want your logo on that advertisement. Again, if it's a billboard, you don't have to obviously create a huge billboard, but you can do it on a Google Doc and make it like a billboard. Exit right at the light, Jim's Bakery or whatever it may be. Exit right at the light, exit 274, take a right at the light, come see us. Put a phone number, address on there. T-shirts, obviously, put your logo on there. Maybe a slogan to your business on there for sure, okay? And then the last thing, and I know a business card can be used as an advertisement piece, but I don't want you to use a business card as number 4, okay? Advertisement is something bigger than just a business card. So when you get to number 5, that's just going to be a simple business card. Doesn't take you long. Again, you can do that on a Google Doc, or you can find a outline online and just create your business card of your business, your name of your business, contact information, something very short, very sweet, very simple, okay? So all these numbers 1, 2, 3, and 4 here, and 5, each one of those is going to be a daily grade, okay? And then again, we'll average all those together into a big test grade for this project. Guys, I want you to have fun with the project, be creative. And again, I've had so many, it's really amazing how many people I've had that have done these projects in my class, and still to this day, they actually have gone into business for themselves. Some of them, or my son is being one of them, is making soft plastics with molds and shipping them all over the United States. I have another student who is making signs, T-shirts, things of that nature. Another student graduated 2 years ago, has his own detail shop, his mobile detail car shop, in which he goes around cleaning, detailing cars. Another student makes her own pottery. She's into pottery, making pottery, and sells it in downtown Waco. So, guys, this is an opportunity. I know some of you may not want to be entrepreneurs right now, but down the road, as you graduate and move on, you may start thinking about some things. I'm not saying what you do in my class has to become your business, but it could give you a jump start to something you may want to do down the road. So, again, take it serious, have some fun with it, be creative, and I look forward to seeing what you guys actually come up with, okay? Any questions on that, let me know, email me, message me, things like that. And again, I look forward to seeing your projects, all right?